everyone, this is Sin and welcome back to my channel Stampin' Munchkins. I'm doing an unboxing and 4 simple and quick cards. Here are the 4 cards I'm making in this video. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So I'm opening my box and I'm so excited. That sticker is from Jennifer McGuire when she sent me a card. It's one of my favorite things. And it comes in a box, and it comes in a brown paper bag with a Simon Says stamp sticker. This is the September 2020 kit, and this is the second one I've ever received, and I'm so excited. I've been very pleased so far. It comes with a sheet of samples, and it always comes with a candy, and that was the lollipop. Gave it to my daughter. The first item is a Marvi Uchida jewel picker, and I'm showing you my old one. I really like it. So now I have 2. And the second item is the Simon Says Stamp Smile Sequin Pack. And next is the 1 package of American Crafts Vicky Butin Let's Wander mini cards and envelopes. It's super cute. There's 6 different ones inside. And Simon Says Stamp Craft 4-bar I'm sorry, this is the Sending Smiles die cut and shadow. Next is the Simon Says Stamp Craft 4-bar envelope and a white A2 envelope, so the 4-bar is smaller. Next is a 12 double-sided sheets of American Crafts Vicky Butin Let's Wander 6x8 paper. So you could use this with a slimline card because it's 6x8. And I really like these patterns and colors. They're bright but also a little distressed and muted. And my cards will be using these pattern papers for all 4 cards. I wanted to do something super simple, and right off the bat, using pattern paper is really easy. And I'm showing you each one, the double sides. I really like it. I don't own any Vicky Butin items, so this is a nice thing to add to my collection. And in this video, I hope to show you how to use pattern paper. Next is a big set of Simon Says Stamp Just Miss You 6x8 clear stamp set. I love all the items. And here's some papers, cardstock, 100-pound cardstock in peacock, dull pink, royal purple, and sunshine. And 1 sheet of Nina White 110-pound cardstock, which I love. So 5 cardstock in total. If you hear anything in the background, that's Mr. Oliver scratching. So here's the here's the sheet that always comes. It has colored samples, which is always nice to have. So let's get started with our cards. I'm looking through the pattern paper to see which one I want to use, and I'm cutting them down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is A2 size. And I'll be using these as the card fronts. And some I will trim down more, but to start off with, I'm going to start them off as 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm using my Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer. So that was the second one I'm choosing, and I like this rainbow starburst flower type paper, so I'm using that. Of course, I like the sun rays. If you get a chance, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you like what you see on my channel. Let me first say thank you to the new subscribers that I've received recently. I hope you like what you see and decide to hang around. And to my old subscribers, thank you for your support and kindness as always. So I cut out the Sending Smiles in Nina Classic Crest 80-pound 3 times, and I'm using my Zig 2-way glue to add that because it's so delicate. And I cut the shadow layer with Hero Arts black, and that's a super thick cardstock. So I just put that on, and I'm using the same Hero Arts black cardstock, and we'll be embossing across the miles, I believe, using my Hero Arts Unicorn White pigment ink. And I'll be embossing that with Brutus Monroe Alabaster White embossing powder. So just stamping that twice and with light pressure. So since it's a little delicate, I don't want to smush the image. And I'm using my heat gun, which is a Wagner dual speed. And I'm using my guillotine trimmer to trim that down. And I will add it on. First I was going to do portrait, but I decided to make it a landscape card. So super simple. I'm just adding it to my my pattern paper. And I'll trim it down, I believe a 1/4 inch each side. So then I'll add it to my card base, which is the 110-pound Nina Classic Crest Solar White. And I cut that down here to 5.5, and then I'll score it at 4.25. And here I am. I cut it down. Sorry, I missed the footage. So it has a nice white border. And then I'm adding where the little white spots are on the pattern paper. I'm using that sequin mix, which has really fun tropical colors. But that green would also look awesome on, the green and purple would look awesome on a Halloween card. So that'll be upcoming in a future video. So stay tuned for that. So I just added 5. I like odd numbers. And then I decided I'm going to, those 2 pattern paper, I just cut it off at an angle. And then I'll make space in the middle to add my sentiment. And I'm using my quilting ruler to figure out how wide the sentiment is, so I know how much to cut off. And I'm using my ruler again, and I'm cutting off a 1/2 inch from the thicker side, and I'll leave the skinnier side alone. So doing that here, I marked it with a pencil and using my trimmer again. And I'll keep that the slivers on the side because I could use it on another card. And I'm going to emboss the saying, the sentiment. They're both says miss you, but in a different way. Stamping it using my VersaFine Clear on Nocturne ink. And using the Wow Clear Embossing powder. And I did that straight onto the card base. And now I'm doing the second one, which is also I Miss You. My son moved away to Rhode Island, which is very, very far from Hawaii. So now I have a bunch of cards I can send him with his goodie box from Hawaii. And he really loves it there so far. He moved last month, August. So I'm happy for him. And this is the second one. And I'm adding foam, fun foam to the backs to give it some dimension. And I'm just using my X-Acto knife, not to cut it, but to lightly score it so I know how, it's like measuring it without having to use a pen or pencil. So I just score it so I know it makes a mark so I know where to cut it using my scissors. And I'm just using a large acrylic block as a weight. And simple card. It's like a 2-for-1 because I'm using 2 pattern papers for 2 separate cards. And that's it. That's one card. And then the other one, which I don't show until the end, is the opposite. So for the 4th card, I'm using this cloud stamp. I'll do it. I'm not embossing. I'm just using the VersaFine Clear, and I'm using the heart, and I'll be using the little person dangling from the heart like a balloon. And I didn't do the clouds until I did the heart and the person. so that I know where I want to put the clouds. And it'll be stamped 3 times because, again, I like odds. And go off the paper. And I'm using a mini Misty. And right now, because I want it on the left side and it'll hang off, I was too lazy to bring out my original Misty, so I just turned my paper around so that I could put the stamp on the right side. And now I'm putting this sentiment I will emboss using this. I'm using the same ink pad, and it says, "My heart misses you." And because I wanted to, I didn't check, and I forgot the powder tool. 3 out of 4 cards, I'm getting better. My odds are getting better. But because I didn't want the powder to, I was careful in putting the powder because I didn't want it to go on the other images and it might not have been dry yet, as the pigment powder takes a little longer to dry. And I didn't, I made this full panel, so this is it, the 4 cards, simple and quick. And this is regular time, so you can see it. Here's the 2-for-1, super simple. And pattern papers is our friend, guys. I know we don't use it as often as we should. So I hope you like these 4 quick cards. I plan to make a lot more. And because I donate a lot of cards and we make masks and send them out, so it'll go nicely with that. And here's a close-up look of what came in the box and also the cards. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and your support and your kindness. You all are so much appreciated. So much. Everything will be listed below as usual. Here's a video you might like and my card making playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. Thanks everyone. Aloha.